my crochet cherubs. I hope you all are doing well. We're gonna be talking about tapered versus inline crochet hooks in this video. And first I wanted to let you know what stitches I'm using in the video. And I also want to apologize because you see me kind of pull at the end of the stitch. You don't have to do that. It's a bad habit and I'm trying to get rid of it. I don't really do it when I'm making amigurumi, but for some reason when it's anything else, I tend to have that habit. I'm trying to stop, but it's hard to, get rid of that habit. And it will make your stitches a lot tighter, but there's no need to do that because as you'll see, there is some times where I'm struggling to put the hook in the chain or the stitch. Okay, in this video, here are the stitches we're gonna use. So we're gonna start with a foundation chain and we're gonna make a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. I wrap the yarn twice around my finger and then I take this loop that's in the back and I pull it over the loop that's in front. And now that loop that started in the back is now in front, and I'm gonna take the other loop and pull it over that loop, and I have a knot now. And then we're going to pass the hook under and over the yarn, and we're going to draw it through the loop on the hook. And we're gonna do this another 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm gonna chain 1 more. And we're also going to single crochet. So we're going to insert the hook in the second stitch from the hook, and I want you to make sure that there's 2 strands here on the hook where that stitches, and we're gonna yarn over and pull through. And this would create 2 loops, and then we're gonna yarn over again and pull through the 2 loops on the hook. So in the next chain we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna insert our hook into that chain, and we're going to make sure that there's 2 strands, and then we're going to yarn under and over and pull through, and that should give us 2 loops, and then we're gonna yarn over and pull through. I'm gonna chain 1 and single crochet in each stitch, and I'm gonna do that for another 3 rounds. This tulip hook is actually my favorite hook. This here is a Susan Bates hook. Susan Bates hooks are inline crochet hooks. So this has a flat angular head, and normally the hook is the same width as the shaft. And this here is a boy hook, which is a tapered hook, and it has a rounded head with a narrow throat that widens to the shaft. And here I'm gonna show you what these different hooks look like on some yarn. I'm starting with the Susan Bates hook, and a little history on the Susan Bates hook is it originated from C.J. Bates and Son. This company was founded in 1873, and in the 1900s it began producing wooden crochet hooks. The Susan Bates hooks weren't branded until the 1940s, and in 1944 Susan Bates received a patent for their inline heads. They weren't known as Susan Bates before the 1940s. And this is why Susan Bates hooks are famous, because they have an iconic inline hook shape. These famous heads are actually why some people prefer these Susan Bates inline hooks. The straight aligned hook and shaft are supposed to ensure a consistent stitch width and tension throughout a project. Say if somebody's working on a fitted garment or an intricate pattern, these hooks are supposed to make that easier to control, especially if there's detail or texture. The head is also said to reduce snagging. The shape is supposed to help with that. It's supposed to be a smoother way to crochet. And there's also a lot of versatility in these hooks. They work well with a lot of different types of yarn, like wool, cotton, acrylic. Now moving on to the boy hooks. The company Boy was founded in 1906. It originally made drapery and hardware. In 1917, the company introduced the first American-made line of steel crochet hooks. Initially, they were smaller thread sizes. In 1922 to 1923, Boy expanded its steel hook line to include larger sizes. In 1923, Boy added nickel-plated aluminum hooks to their line, which is, I believe, what this hook is. It's aluminum. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. Some people prefer boy hooks because of the design. So it's more tapered. It allows the loop of the yarn to slide off more quickly. It makes this faster if you have a good control. So the smoother glide is something very appealing to crocheters. It's more open, it's more curved, and it feels smoother flowing through the yarn. The rounded heads make it a more comfortable experience. A lot of people consider this not for beginners because of the rounded head, and it's not as I guess, controlled if you're crocheting with this hook instead of the inline hooks. They say there's potential for snags. I think I had more experience with that with the inline hooks, but that's some of the things that come up. And this all comes down to preference, if you prefer inline hooks or tapered hooks. I personally prefer the tapered hooks. Now moving on to a lot of crocheters' favorite crochet hook line, Clover Amour. Some history for Clover Amour is Clover the company was founded in Japan in 1925, and this began as a distributor of needles and other handicraft accessories, and then evolved into a manufacturer providing tools with machinery, and they wanted to meet the standards. And the Clover Amour is a direct result of all the experience in manufacturing crochet hooks. They really committed to evolving the product design and having a high quality. As you guys know, the Amour crochet hooks are known for their ergonomic, comfortable handles and the smooth metal hook. And this makes it so much easier to glide effortlessly through the yarn. The handle also comes in different colors. The different colors also make it easier to identify different sizes. This company has a long history of making crochet hooks, and it's a key part of its identity, the brand identity. And I think it shows. They really did their research. These are very good hooks. I mean, with all the research and commitment they made to the brand, I think they did a wonderful job. These hooks are great. They're not my favorite, but they're still great. Moving on to the Tulip Edimo hooks. This is actually my favorite brand, but some history of the Tulip Company. Tulip Company Ltd. Was founded in Hiroshima in 1948. This is also a Japanese company. The company began manufacturing and exporting crochet hooks and knitting needles for needlework in 1953. Tulip received the Most Valuable Product Award at the 14th All Japan Small Size Company Importing Exhibition in 1973. The Edimo series, the Tulip Edimo, is a line of ergonomic crochet hooks that Tulip made. It's known for their quality and features like the smooth, snag-free hook and comfortable handle. The ergonomic soft grip handles are also why some people prefer these hooks. They reduce the hand fatigue, and it's wonderful if you're crocheting for long periods of time. They have a polished aluminum hook that allows to glide the yarn effortlessly, and it helps with out snagging or splitting. These are also very high quality, and they have precision points, so the tips are precision crafted, which help make stitching easier and more efficient. These are very high quality. They're durable and they're built to last, and they're lightweight and they're balanced. A lot of people find these pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I do, but they're both practical and pretty. I took pictures of each of the little squares I created, and I would appreciate if you told me if you guys saw